Sí, es un avión, coño.
What is that? What is that?
Un avión, coño. Sí, tiene lucecito. No mames, no es avión, ¿cómo es avión de tamaño, hijo de puta? No mames. Sí, está altísimo, coño. No, güey, no es avión, no chingues. El avión no tiene luz hacia los lados, coño. Es por la, ¿cómo se llama? Debería estar prendiendo azul, blanco, debería estar prendiendo rojo, coño. Sí tiene color rojo, coño. No tiene, coño. Sí tiene, güey. Es un avión, coño. Es una luz, güey. Es un avión, coño.
This is crazy. My God, look at it. That's not a plane.
Nope.
That is wild. That's going way too fast. That's not. What's with my camera? I had to go run in and get my camera. Nobody was going to believe me. What's with my camera? Look at this thing. Is he...
Is the eerie moment terrified Russians shoot at mysterious UFO helicopter darting over Moscow. The ominous drone was blasted by paranoid Russian air defenses as they suffered a separate drone strike early on Thursday. Sinister footage shows a strange rotating object spinning over the Moscow region. It has a red center and is surrounded by a spinning white circular shell. Some suspected the red and white spinning aircraft was one of Ukraine's new RZ-500 helicopter drones. However, the RZ-500 has a maximum range of 186 miles, which is not far enough to reach Moscow. What do you think the strange device is?
This is limestone. This is calcite crystal. So this entire section of the wall, this part here, and this part here, is all huge single slab of limestone. I mean, calcite crystal.
Calcite.
Yeah, alabaster.
Yeah. Wow.
You see the
difference
between
there.
the
Yeah.
limestone and the calcite crystal.
Wow.
Mafish Noah, he's going to show us. What about your flashlight? This one's better. Yes, yes, I know. All right. So he's going to show you. Yeah.
No statue, okay?
Yeah.
I know, okay? I see.
Okay, you see the figure?
Whoa.
You see the belly button and then the arms?
Yeah, yeah.
Like what a condition 1 in Antarctica is really like. Check this out. This is the entryway to our dorm. Normally this has carpet on the ground and the walls are just normally walls, you know, but we're going to open the door right now. It's a little bit like opening up the door to another world.
I wouldn't do that.
Are you ready? It's a little bit blowy out there right now.
I guess to drink each other's blood might mislead people, or like people are imagining us with like goblets and we're like Game of Thrones drinking each other's blood. It's just a few drops, but yes, we do consume each other's blood on occasion for ritual purposes only. It is used for a reason and it is controlled where it's like, let's shed a few drops of blood, take my soul. Let me lean on you. It doesn't not happen, let me tell you. Maybe not exactly like that, but a version of that has happened many times.
You should swallow one piece of gum every 7 years. Okay, so we all know we live in a big simulation, right? Everything around us is computer generated, right? That there's one thing that isn't part of the simulation. That's gum. Gum is weird. You could chew it. You could just chew forever. That's because gum comes from outside of the simulation. Gum is real. Okay, so you also know if you swallow gum, it stays in your system for 7 years. And every cell in your body changes every 7 years, right? And the 7-year itch, you change personalities every 7 years. That's because every 7 years they come from the outside and they take you away and put a whole new you in there and they can change you any way they want. But if you swallow the gum, then they can't because the gum locks you in place because the gum is real. Gum is their weakness. Swallow one piece every 7 years.
That was a person. I saw a person. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my God. Yeah, there's what's coming in, going down.
Two going up, two going down.
Wow. I need to get one of these cameras.
They don't make noises. Okay, yeah, they're coming in now. They're coming in now. They're coming back in.
Far out. I've never seen that like that.
In thermal, it was filmed on a weapons platform. You see that there's a dog there. See the animals are black. I'm assuming this is black hot. You see the object just went to white, and you'll see it going from white to black, and that's basically showing the heat differential. So it's going like hot and cold, hot and cold. The problem was the optics platform was jammed. These individuals who target with these platforms, they can shoot out an Al-Qaeda tire at 27 miles away, but not being able to lock it was one of the first signs that something's weird. I was able to find direct eyewitnesses and corroborate that this event did happen. When individuals would target in on it with the optics, the way it was described, each of these hanging things, they were stiff, like they weren't moving. They had geometric form, like scales, what was said to be scales, like an armor. There were also people with night vision who were out and they were tasked to go look for it. Couldn't see it on the night vision, only in the thermal spectrum could it be seen. But anything that looks like that appears to have a payload, that's a big deal. It could be dangerous, so these are high priority. But what happened is there were a couple other nations involved, and the feeds were just shut immediately. So that put me on high alert too. Why is it completely being shut down? But that's not all it did. It goes out over a body of water. I'm told it stops on a dime, descends into the water, stiff into the water, and for 17 minutes, nothing. And boom, this thing comes up out of the water and shoots off at 45 degrees, just like that. It looks very much like what I've heard that has made incursions into nuclear facilities, because I know for sure, fact of the matter, there is footage from inside a nuclear facility, and I'll just say it, Pantex, that's the one, man. Something that appears identical to this moves between these nuclear silos and shot off again at a 45-degree angle. What it is, I don't know, but now, when it goes over a body of water, I do have some footage of that. This is when that same object, a jellyfish UFO, goes out over this like, you kind of get an idea by that distance now how far these optic systems can reach. When it gets to that point where it's over the water, every source that I have talked with who is aware of this footage, that footage exists. You've got a UFO or UAP, descends into the water stiff, comes back up, and then shoots off 45 degrees. Now, this was taken by an intelligence agency and buried. So I don't know, man. These are the cases that spark me. I don't know what this is. I just know when I get military filmed UAP footage designated where people risk getting that to me, I take it as serious as it sounds, and I try to get to the bottom of it. And it's hard, you know, but I do have a number of direct eyewitnesses now.
Have you ever heard of the scientist Dr. Daniel Nims? Probably not, because soon after Dr. Nims published his research and his invention on the internet, he vanished. Daniel Nims was a scientist with a background in quantum physics and energy research. He created a device called energy vision. It was essentially a camera to take pictures of interdimensional beings, and that's what these photos are behind me. Nims believed that much like dark matter, that these beings existed in a dimension that was different than ours, but coexisted with us. That they were a different energy or a different vibration than humans. A lot of the information about his work has been scrubbed from the internet as well. But all of these photos behind me were taken from the camera that he invented, and he fully believed that these were beings that were coexisting with us just in a different realm. Kind of like string theory. While some people believe that it's just pareidolia when you're looking at these pictures, others believe that you can actually see interdimensional.
Good morning, guys. It is literally 5 a.m. and I opened the back door to put some dry food out for the stray kitties, and there are people feet printed all over my deck in the snow.
Nope.
Do you see this? They start over there. And it like barefoot walks up to the table. There's nothing coming up to the... Maybe there is something coming up to the door.
Nope.
What? And I don't see any in the yard. What is this? I see them kind of coming out of the flower bed. They stop there. I thought maybe they would have walked off through that flower bed, but I don't see anything there. It's like one straight line from out in the yard up to the door, turned around towards the table, and then just stopped moving. That one has like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6 toes.
It's got web feet.
So is that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 16 degrees out. I have not gone outside yet. My cat came and woke me up, hysterical, probably because there was some barefoot person on the deck.
Right, if a cat's waking you up, they can see everything. So if a cat's waking you up, there's probably a flipping ghost outside, mate. Look, move out. What are you still doing? The last thing you should be doing is filming a flipping TikTok video, mate. Get out the house. Even your cat's thinking the same as me.
I'm just more concerned about like a mental health crisis because there's no reason to be out there barefoot. Okay, morning footprint update. Let me show you. This is the first time we've had snow since the initial footprint sighting. Do you see that?
Yeah, I do.
They're barefoot again.
Mm-hmm.
They're in a different spot than... Look at my shadow. So those prints are in a different spot than when we had prints before. Let's go downstairs. It is 7 o'clock.
Don't need to.
I've been up since 4:30. I didn't look outside. I just came up here and then I opened the window to see if any of the stray cats were coming up to the door yet because I didn't feed them yet. So I don't interfere. Those are definitely very bare human feet, but there are not 6 toes on these that I can tell. I don't know. No, those are very clear toes right there.
These are much more valuable types of crops, and you got to be a lot more careful around them. They really haven't been until recently. That technology isn't there before we can do these kinds of things in these very, very tight spacing, very precious crops. And this is really getting through and doing this pretty hardest work. That's Autonomy's co-founder and CEO, Tim Cooper. For the last 40 years, the Ag Information Network has been a source of news for farmers and ranchers.
Alright, so this is real footage from a satellite orbiting Earth, and it captures a very strange object, so let's see what this is.
Took off, spoke it.
Omaha, pick me kid, Rocco Pearls with pass ability to launch helo ASAP.
Flashing your bearing range. Sure.
Got you in 3 knots.
Keep going, bro. So,
You're making 10, so you can 5 roughly 20. Sir. Yeah, every time. We got some lot of white wire up there, so 6 foot 12.
Whoa, it's getting close.
Yeah, we have a 31 knot sustained wind, topside, gust of 40.
What was splashed? Splashed. Mark bearing and range.